You can turn off that light in the hallway too. I don't know. What was that? You go in the, my jacket that I had on, my glasses that uh hey Sanja, what's going on? What is going on? You know I'd have made it home. She said, "You back?" Yeah, yeah. I'm back. I'm trying to. I'm getting my glasses. Yeah, cause I wanted to talk, but they told me it was gonna be like 30 minutes and 10 minutes, and he was out of there. Mm-hmm. So, so it didn't take him long. It just did not take him long. So anyway, I got something I wanted to talk about. I don't. I'm waiting on him. He said they're not in that jacket. Oh really? Okay. Hold on. Maybe it's in my purse. Yep. I'm sorry, Papa. Thank you. I'm sorry. I got it. Thank you. Could you turn off that light in the hallway, baby? Huh? All right. Have a good day. So, you guys, I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I got. I'm trying to put this up so I can see it. I wish I had my. I wish I had my one thing. Hold on. Maybe I can go get it. Because he didn't turn off the light anyway. But he didn't do it. Oh, you was gone, huh? You got a busy day today? Well, did they say when they was gonna have the results? What? Okay. All righty. Oh, okay, you guys. I think I got it now. I got this thing that it can sit on here, and I can. I don't know. I'm trying to do it so I can see. Hey, pretty K. How's it going? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm laying down. So, Crystal, Misty Blue, Pretty K, Lisa Taylor, Sanja, Lisa Taylor. Let me see if I missed anybody. Misty Blue, Crystal. Freddie, she went to the doctor today. So, you guys, today is Cinco de Mayo Day. It's just really crazy. Yeah, today's Cinco de Mayo, which is the 5th day of the 5th month, 2002, you know. Anyway, you guys, I got a question to ask you guys. And we're just talking, and, we're not going to talk about Cody Bixby this morning. Not because I don't want to. It's because, I just got a lot of thinking to do on that. I mean, if you guys want to talk about it, that's fine. But I got a question to ask you. It's a religious question, or, but do you guys believe in God? I mean, there's 9 people in here. 5 thumbs up. Please give a thumbs up. If you didn't, go back out. Give a thumbs up, you guys. I just want to know how many people believe in God. Sandra said yes. She believes in God. Lisa Taylor said yes. She believes in God. Margie, good morning to you. See, Crystal say yes, she believes in God. Now, Misty Blue says she believes in God. Okay. Because, I never really asked people if they did. So, because I know that we all believe in something or we don't. It don't matter if you don't. Margie said yes, yes, yes. But, and then what about, and see, that's like 10 people in here and 5 people say yes. 5 people's like, I ain't seeing nothing. The Lord says, um, those I can't remember the quite how the verse go, but the ones that don't acknowledge him, you know, he said when it comes down to him, and Jesus said when it comes to his father, you don't acknowledge him, he's not gonna acknowledge you. Whew, something of that nature. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, you don't have to say yes or no or whatever. Yeah, deny him, he will deny you. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, one thing about the word, when you when you just grew up on the word, you know better. You know what I'm saying? You just know better. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, even if you mumbled it, like I said, I ain't got to hear it or nothing. I ain't nobody. I ain't judging you or anything. But boy, 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 we always, and this is just something I just want to share. And you guys, you can chime in and tell me what you think about it. But we always, I believe that sometimes, she said, I have experienced him for myself. Exactly. Come on, Lisa. Come on. Valerie, good morning to you. Good morning. Like sometimes uh we always want God. We say we want him to use us. There was this song. I can't remember how the song go, but the song is like, wanting you cry out to the Lord to use you, and for his purpose and his will, and we that's what we go to church for, and we pray for and stuff like that. Hey Phyllis, good morning. She said, I missed last night, had midweek service. Oh, okay. Shoot, girl, you stay in that word, don't you, Miss Phyllis? Girl, you gonna have to start teaching over here to us, because I be needing it. I do. Yes, I do. If you want to teach, teach. Come on. And that's okay. You know? Hey, Marcia, good morning to you. But anyway, I was just saying that, even though, like, you may not pick up the book, or you may not seen the book in a while, or you not read nothing in a while, when you love something or love somebody, don't you love talking about that person? Because, see, I love my kids. And you want to have a good conversation with me, call me and talk about some kids. Girl, we will have good conversation. Or talk about Pooh Bear. Talk about my husband. Talk about, what I love to do. Because when I love something, I can't get enough of it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm trying not to talk about my kids or my grandkids or my husband, you guys see, I always talk about something that I love. You know what I'm saying? And that's natural, right? The Lord says, yes. Sonya had the words, you deny me and he's going to deny you in front of his father. That's what Jesus said. I'm just saying. I don't remember, I'm not a scholar, but I don't have to be a scholar. I just don't have to be. I'm never going to remember where it is. Trust me, I'm not. You know why? My mind is not set for that. At one time, it was. But you know what? since I love him, it's in me. You know what I'm saying? It's in me. Just like it's in you. You guys understand what I'm saying? Whether I pick it up or not, I understand right from wrong. That's what the Bible's for. You know what I'm saying? For us to be in this world and get along in this world without having all that havoc in our life. If you follow those instructions, you don't have to worry about a lot of things, that the troubles and the tribulations that you're going to face. But if you don't follow that, you're going to find yourself in some bad situations, right? Right? Yeah. They say the mouth speaks with the heart, like the heart. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's in your heart. So, and then we can almost figure it out. This is why she said, if our relationship with God isn't done with love, our other relationships won't flourish. Just be available. I don't remember where every scripture is, but the Holy Spirit helps us to remember. Yes, yes. So this is, and you can't look at everybody because you don't know their heart. But he tells us that we should be able to, and people be like, why you judging? You judging, you judging. No, 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 no. We are going to be judges. We are, but we're not supposed to judge one another because we are not God. So we don't know what they're thinking or what's in their heart. But human flesh is human flesh, you guys. So therefore, we're weak in certain areas. I got that. I understand that. I'm going somewhere. But I want to ask you guys a question. So if I love something and we know what love look like. We know what love look like. We know love is not hurt. Even though a person love you, but they hit you, and people think that's love, it's a sick. They may call it love, but it's not that kind of love. Like if you spank your children because of discipline, that's love, because you know that they're gonna hurt themselves if they continue to do whatever they're doing. That's a love. But spanking them is not hurting them. It's telling them, look, you will get hurt. So spanking them is like telling them, warning, warning. But when you hit somebody with force to hurt, that is not love. So there's a difference, okay? There's a difference. So when someone will not speak on a baby, say for instance, we're going to talk about our baby Cody. Nobody speaks about Cody. Thank you, Phyllis. We can judge a person's fruit. Those with love and maturity can go to someone in love and correct them in love. Yes. Come on, Phyllis. See, I knew you gonna be the teacher today. I knew you was gonna be the teacher. Thank you, Lord. But here's the thing. We know what love looks like. If you ever loved before, we know what love. If you love your children, you know what loves look like. And we may even overlove our children and our grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? But I can't understand for the life of me. I cannot understand for the life of me if someone like the chief of police say, which they're trying to make it where he has to take back his words, but he said it. The ones that supposedly love Cody would help and direct, then we would have more answers. When he said that, it spoke volumes. I don't care. I don't care. Once the bell is rung, it cannot be unrung. I'm just saying, you guys. Every last one of you guys that's in here right now, love is an action word. It is an action word. It's like jump. Jump is an action word. Play, swim. So love is an action word. Okay? It's a feeling. You know? It's giving. It's sharing. It's crying. It's laughing. Love, you have to show some type of something. Love. Come on. You guys, look it up. You think I'm lying? Look it up. It's just like if you jump. You jump, there's an action with it. That means you literally have to do something. Love is an action word. So when you say you love something, then you love to speak on it. You love to share something. You care for it. You water it. You condition it. You know what I'm saying? You protect it. You talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You share with other people. She said, I got to drive now and I have lost sound. All right. Love is action. Talk is talk. Show me love. Yes. Take care. All right, Phyllis. I know where you are going. Someone should show up. Someone's going to show up for Cody. Someone's going to show up for Cody. And that is where we're going to pray. And hopefully we will be in prayer together that somebody will speak up for Cody. You know what? The Lord told me last night. I worked all night long. And I said, Lord, you know what? I said, Lord, in every case we've been in, you gave us favor. You really have. You gave us favor. We're not a big channel. We're not a small channel. But in every case that we wanted to hear something about that child, you gave us favor. Look in the cupcake case, April, Nolan. Even in Malia Davis case, the father wrote to me from prison. Even in the King Hill case, Marv came on and spoke to us. And Amber, even in Malia Bass' case, the stepmother came on and spoke to us. The Cash Gurner case, Darian Brown, mother and family spoke to us. I'm trying to think what else. You guys. All right, Valerie, you take it easy. She said, I have to get my boys ready for school. Have a blessed day. All right, you take it easy, Valerie. So I trust and believe, I believe that the Lord is going to open up doors for someone to tell us about Cody. You know, even if they don't tell us like where he's at or anything that they know, they can tell us, something like he liked trucks or cars, or his favorite color was blue, and how he would say blue, and the funny words that kids will make up when they're trying to say the words, like Pooh Bear. He don't say Doritos, you guys. But he sure love them. He be like, I want some Ritos. He leaves off the D. He just, all he knows is Ritos. That's what he say. I don't know if y'all ever heard him. He said, I want some Ritos. Exactly. I know God loves babies. And you know what? I was telling my husband earlier when we was on our way to the doctor's office. I told him, I said, the United States, I hate to say this, but it's done got bad, you guys. It's done really got bad. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the apps last night looking at stuff, and everybody think they cute, even when they ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at people looking just, you know what I'm saying, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And they just pooching the butt up and sticking at the lips and the tongue like they got it going on, 'cause somebody done hyped them up or whatever. And they showing all the cleavage and gapping, and you see the taco and everything and shaking the butt and all this. And they just really, Lord, I say, Lord, Lord, Lord. I say, Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. I don't know. I now know why this internet is so devilish. Because it's a lot of information out there. A lot of us don't need this information. That's why. I'm just, girl, I'm just telling the truth. I seen almost a 600-pound woman, and she over there doing that little dance, oh yeah, yeah, and she twirling her stomach around and around, and I thought to myself, you know, okay. And then I seen a woman about the same, and then she had on some thongs, and she was dancing with a cowboy. And he was gripping everything, and I thought to myself, now, you know, now what's really going on here? You know? I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? And here's the funny thing, and I'm just being honest. I can go live, and I will probably have 3, 4 people in my live. And then this other person that, and I'm just saying, I think our whole world has came to the point of being like everybody wanna not say something, but be um like I don't, it's hard to explain it. Sympathetic to people's maybe their downfall or something. And I get it, I understand it. But what I'm saying is, you know, I know whatever happens to us, God does not make mistakes. There's no mistakes. I was telling my husband today, I said, the kind of God I serve, I don't know. We all don't serve the same God. We may say God or, the Lord, but to be honest with you, we don't serve the same God, you guys. You know why we don't serve the same God? Because what you know of him and believe in him is not what I know of him and believe in him. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying to my husband, I was saying to him that the God that I serve, he doesn't make mistakes. Miss Didi says, I blame the people and how they use the internet is very evil in some ways. Exactly, Miss Didi. Exactly. Exactly. But, sometimes I believe, and this is what I believe. I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want someone to correct me because, that's the only way I'm going to learn. And I tell people, you cannot sit there and tell somebody that you know that is wrong that they're right. They will never correct themselves. They be sitting there looking stupid. You know, if you walked around with a booger in your nose and I say that I love you, and I don't come and tell you there's a booger in your nose and you're in front of everybody, what kind of friend am I? You may get mad at me, but you know what? I will come and pull you to the side or write you a note or text you and say, girl, go clean your nose. There is a booger in there and it don't look good. If you started your period and you walking around and I see a stain on the back of your pants, I'm not gonna not say, girl, it's okay, and you just walk around like that. No, I'm gonna tell you. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you. Look, you know, you need to probably go check yourself out, you know? You may get mad at me and say, oh, she thinks she's something, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever. You get mad. But I guarantee you, you're going to go fix yourself and you won't be looking bad. Because you may knew or you may not knew. But once I tell you, then guess what? That's why Jesus came. You guys, you understand? That's why Jesus came. Because had not he come, we wouldn't know. But you know what he said? He didn't come to change the law. He came with a sword. You know what the sword is? Guess what? Everybody say the Holy Spirit. Now you know the difference from right and wrong. You know. There is no way you can say. That's when people be like, I'm serious, SP. I didn't know. I said, yeah, you did know. You know. You can't tell me you don't know. You know. You know better. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you know. If you don't know, it's because you rejected it. I can guarantee you that. But you know from right from wrong. Do you not know? I, the dog, we done talk, when we little, we learn right from wrong when we're little, 4 or 5. That's why kids know right from wrong when they little too. They know. They know, you guys. They know. My dog knows right from wrong. Even when we bring him in the house, if he poop or pee in the house, and I say, come here, he go run and hide. A dog knows. A dog knows. So you mean to tell me a person, we're the only human beings, the only thing that God made that has the capability to make decisions. And just because we can make decisions, we decide to do something bad with it. Just because we say it's ours to do what we want. Yeah, it's yours. But that's almost like the Lord dying in vain. Jesus dying in vain. It's like, I'm going to just have a whole good time. You know, whatever. But anyway, you guys. Anyway, I done went on to another rant. But I hope you guys understand. But anyway. So, and I know. I know how people feel about it. But I just believe that, you know, like the Lord that I serve, before he come and tell you something about me, he will let me know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's certain things going on, and I just believe it. But I'll see later on. But you know, even people with degrees, whether they a doctor or a lawyer, they can't tell me nothing. I do have a hard head. I don't care. You cannot tell me nothing. And you know, the Lord has to tell me for himself. And he will tell you. You know what I'm saying? He will tell you. You know, and yes, I believe in doctors and everything, but there's a time and a purpose for a doctor. So, you know, I was talking to my husband and I was like, honey, you know, there's things that make the world go around. It's called money. You know what I'm saying? This is here on the earth, you know, and so there's certain doctors that will say, oh, we need to check this out and we need to check that out because we see this or we see that. and we're going to put you in a referral over here. You thinking, well, this doctor ain't getting no money, so must be something wrong. So now they got you all worried and everything, and you wondering what's going on. It will make you sick. It will make you sick. And I say to myself all the time, where's all of that faith at? That, wouldn't God tell you or something? Wouldn't you already feel it or whatever? And everybody be like, oh no, but we got a doctor for a reason. And then you know what my husband told me? He said, I said, honey, you be the first thing you do, you run to the doctor. God would have told you something wrong or whatever. And he'd be like, oh, I'm going to go to the doctor. He goes faithfully. And, hey, I get it. I understand it. But, I just believe, when I get sick, there's a time and place for a doctor. But until, I'm feeling it, you can't tell me I'm sick until I'm feeling it. And that's when I'm sick. But then he'll let me know when I got to go to the hospital. But anyway, he was like, well, Luke was a doctor, honey. That's what my husband said. He just told me that. He said Luke was a doctor. I don't know if he was or not. Was Luke a doctor? One of the disciples named Luke? Was he a doctor, y'all? Tell me. I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. But if y'all tell me, I'm going to still look it up anyway. But tell me, was Luke a doctor? Come on, you guys. I'm going somewhere. Do anybody know if Luke was a doctor? Because I don't know if my husband just told me that. Sandra said Luke was a man. I know Luke was a man. But was he? And I'm not talking about Luke on Duke of Hazzards. But was he a doctor? Crystal said, that's right. But was Luke a doctor? Y'all, I don't know. I don't know if my husband just telling me that because I don't know. But anyway, if he told me that, I believe what he's saying. It's just, I just want to know where I can look it up and I can, so I can study it a little bit for myself. But you know what I told him? I said, yeah, Luke was a doctor, but they wasn't calling for Luke when Tabitha was sick and she was dying. And when Lazarus was dying, oh, Misty Blue said Luke was a physician. Doctor or not, he was still a man. Okay, but I said something smart to my husband. I said they wasn't calling for Luke when Lazarus was dying. They said Lazarus died. They didn't say go get Luke. They said go get Jesus. My husband said, I'm out of here. You being silly now. I said they didn't call for Luke. They didn't even know who Luke was. You guys, I'm telling you how the conversation went. I'm just saying. In both situations, nobody never called for Luke. Not one person called for Luke. You tell me, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I heard him calling. Matter of fact, when Jesus didn't come, and then he finally came, and he came halfway, he told his disciples to go get Mary, and Mary came. Mary Magdalene came. They said she was a prostitute. I don't know if she was or not. I don't know. But anyway, when she came, she was so mad at Jesus. She said, had you been here, my brother wouldn't have died. You know? And the Lord looked at her and he was got mad. And they said, Jesus wept. And he said, don't you know? I'm life. You know what I'm saying? SP, my mother used to say, God love babies and fools. Crystal, is you calling me the fool? Crystal, Colossians 4:14. Oh, you want me to go get the book out? I'm laying in the bed. Misty, what does it say? I'm laying in the bed. You want me to get up? I'll get up if you want me to. I'll get up and go in there if you want me to. Crystal said, my mother said, God loves babies and food. I'm just saying, okay, here's the thing. What I'm saying is, I trust God so much that a doctor can't tell me nothing. Attorney can't tell me anything. A judge can't tell me anything. God will reveal what he wants me to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm serious, you guys. I'm serious on everything. Like, if I'm sick, he'll let me know when I need to go to the hospital or whatever. My doctor, you know what, you guys, I don't know if I told you this, but my doctor, it's been about a couple of months ago, probably about 3, 4 months ago. My doctor came to me and she was like, "We see something," and I'm on an X-ray or whatever. So I'm like, "Well, I'm finna cancel my insurance." And so she was like, "Okay, SP, well, what you need to do, you need to get on up there and get CT, get your MRI, do. And I'm like, "Hey, hold on. I'm paying $1,500 a month for this insurance, and I have to pay the deductible, which is almost like 10,000. I'll probably never reach that because I'm just trying to get out of this. Can you just wait this off?" She's like, "No, this can't wait. Do. And I'm trying to tell sometimes some people this, but and I'm like, so I go home and my husband gets really angry with me. So he's like, "Honey, you need to go get this done and get this done and get it done." And I'm like, "Honey, they ain't called me the next day. It is not that serious. Trust me. I do this for a living." He was like, "You don't know everything. You just a nurse." And so he gets mad at me. So I'm like, "Okay." So I call. I make the appointment. I go up there. They was like, "Your insurance is not going to cover it." Yeah, I'm paying $1,500 a month. Your insurance is not going to cover it. Why not? Because you got to meet your deductible first. Your deductible is 10,000. So we need $700 so we can see you right now. So I'm like, "Well, I don't have $700 to give you guys." "Okay, well, you can make payments. We'll just take $100 out of your check each month. You pay us $150 today, and then we'll just start taking $100 out of your check each month." So I'll say, "Okay, get it done. Send it to the doctor." The doctor says, "Yeah, well, now we need an MRI because, yeah, we need an MRI." I'm like, "What?" So my kids are like, "Mom, this doesn't make sense. Uh, yeah, they want to be sure. Do, this, that, and the other." What? You thinking, yeah, something suspicious on your brain. Something suspicious on my brain? Wouldn't you think I'd know first? Okay. No, I'm not going to go. Everybody complained. Everybody complained. Matter of fact, my daughter said, "Mama, I'm going to come down there with you. You going. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Walking through the door." "Okay, we need $400 before the doctor can even see you." "Oh, yeah, your insurance is not going to pay for it because you ain't meet your $10,000 deductible." Then guess what? Okay, so I give you 200, and then you charge me 200 for the next couple of months. So now I'm out of $200 coming out of my check plus the $1,500. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys I was working for free, and then guess what? They get kickbacks. And I was trying to tell my kids that. See, when the world, well, I'm not going to say about the world, but I'm going to say when, when this big C problem came into the United States, a lot of people quit spending money. So that's why they threw out a lot of money. But they threw out a lot of money, but who did they give the money to? They gave the money to the people that had unemployment. They didn't give it to the working people. They gave it to the people that don't work. They gave it to the people with unemployment. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave it to people with businesses. People who said that they had businesses. They didn't give it to the working people. So we're getting broker and broker. So now things, the hands of the money is going to people that spend it frivolously, that won't work for a living, that rather have unemployment, or they got so much money they really don't need it, but the working people don't have it. So these are kind of kickbacks. When I say kickbacks, even though that doctor get paid. And you say, well, your doctor don't get none. Oh, they get referrals all the time. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You know what I'm saying? The more I done sent you 15 people over there for some MRIs or some CITs or some CAT scans or whatever. You can send me three new people or whatever. You know what I'm saying, you guys? You know what? I finally got the results. Guess what? Nothing. Nothing. You hear me? My doctor said, let me be your doctor. I told her to get out of here. You can't, you know what? Don't send me nowhere I ain't asked to go. I was fine until you almost pushing me into bankruptcy. So I was trying to tell my husband the same thing, you guys. I was trying to tell my husband the same thing. I told him, he's worried about the situation. I told him he's okay. He's like, oh, no, no, my doctor say to go. I said, honey, you're okay. You're okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I said, oh. I said, for you to be man of the cloth, where's all that faith at? And my husband says, he gave us common sense. And I get that. But I tell you what, though. I tell you, the Lord haven't failed me yet. And I don't think he can. I really don't believe he can. You know what I'm saying? He gives us way more than enough. And we not even deserving of it, to be honest with you. But if you really have and I'm just speaking, you guys, I'm just talking. It might be because I'm tired and, frustrated because we got all the way up there. We got the new insurance and we got all the way up there to the doctor's office. And then he left his wallet at home. So I had to drive all the way home, out of town, back into town. So I was frustrated. So I was frustrated and then had to pay them in cash. So after I paid them in cash, I went on a little walk. Y'all went with me. And you know what? They took all my lunch money for the rest of the week. They took the electric money. And he's sitting there smiling. I was just looking at him like, what are we going to do? He was like, he just, I don't know. I just said to myself, I said, oh, okay. I'm going to go home and make me a little egg sandwich. I'm going to go get in the bed. But I just don't believe. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about the money. What I'm saying is, why is it so? It just seems to me that people that say that they have so much faith, they always talk about this praying and prayer and how prayer works. And but you know what? They'll run to that doctor and hear what this man has to say. That's crazy. I can understand if you have, like I asked him, do he have symptoms? Hold on, I'm going in the living room. And he said, no, he don't have no symptoms. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I wanna do what you want me to do. I do. Oh, but I do. So, okay, hold on. You're looking at my camera. I mean, you're looking at my watch. Okay. Okay. I think. Okay. Okay. It's working. Okay, I don't know. When I turn it down, okay, hold on. This Pooh Bear's toys. If I need to cut on the light, I'll cut on the light. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. No. I'll turn it off. Anyway, 1,500. I would have been on government assistance plus deductible. I wish I would. I know. I know, and I haven't. So, what I'm planning on doing is, that's why, like I don't worry about it because the Lord always find a way to make it work. And he gave me this really good job and I'm doing really well at it. To be honest with you guys, I'm doing very well at it. I mean, you know, the people kind of weird a little bit, but the majority, to be honest with you, getting paid very, very well. I mean, very well. I can't complain. The insurance is not as high. It's like a third. So, we're paying only about 600 a month. That's not bad. It's just, so I can't complain about that. She said Jesus on the main line. But anyway, I was just asking you guys. I don't know. What do you guys feel about doctors? Tell me. Anyway, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. What do you guys feel about doctors? I know we went around the whole situations, but give me a little bit of what you guys feel about it. I just feel like there's nothing going on and they just want a kickback from him. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong to think it like that? Come on, there's 8 people in here. Somebody. This is why I don't come on, you guys. Y'all don't even talk to me. I can just call. I can just call Sanja Watts up and she'll talk to me. People be in here like, I ain't seeing nothing. Oh, Lord. Doctors to me is for that money. Yeah. See, I be thinking like if you've got a serious problem, like if you got like a fever or high blood pressure or diabetes or you got a heart murmur or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then then they're 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 just gonna control, try to control the situation for you. Some of them are money hungry, some are in it to help heal people. I'm not calling you a fool. Crystal, I would never say that to you. You're much too intelligent for that. Thank you, Crystal. I don't believe that I'm very intelligent. I just believe I'm a wise person. It's just street wise and just circumstance wise. But no, not intelligent, not smart. I think that's what they want too. I think they want, but he's like, no, honey, it ain't the money. I'm like, yeah, I believe so. But anyway, maybe it's just no, I don't know. I just don't know. I just believe that if something was wrong with me, the Lord's gonna give me some kind of indication. And once He give me the indication something's wrong, then I'll go. You know. But I'm not going to go to the doctor and say, oh, I went for one thing, and then they're going to say, oh, looky here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you guys. I told you guys about the story about my one daughter named Nadia, that they said that she had AIDS, and she's Mexican. She's Mexican. And then, literally, basically, this girl went off. She couldn't tell nobody. She called me up. Now, her and my daughter got into it because, Nadia wanted to cheat with my daughter's boyfriend, anyway, that she seen her one day and she was like, "How's your mom doing?" And my daughter was like, "She's doing fine." She was like, "I sure do miss her. I need to talk to your mother." And she was like, "Give her my number and tell her to call me. I really need to talk to her." I tell you, children always, they'll remember you. And so I got the message. So I called her and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And she was just like crying. I said, "What's going on, Nadia?" She says, "You must hate me because I was messing around with your daughter and you didn't love me like a daughter." I said, "I always love you like a daughter. I just couldn't let you stay with me because I got boys over here. And, boys and girls don't get along like that. They get along too good. So, no, I don't need the problems." That's what I was trying to let you know. But anyway, and you was fast and the boys were fast too. So, no. Anyway, she told me. She says, "I can't tell you." And I said, "Tell me." She said, "I can't tell you. I'm so embarrassed." I said, "Tell me." She said, "I can't." I said, "Tell me." She said, "I can't." She said, "Promise me you won't tell nobody. Promise me, promise me, promise me." And I said, "I promise you." And then she says, "They say I have AIDS." And I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "What? I don't believe it." She says, "Yeah. They checked me twice. Da 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 da. I lost a baby and I got beat up and got dragged down the street and then they had a miscarriage. They did a blood test. Come back. I'm uh positive." And I said, "Oh." I said, and so she, we talked and she cried and she talked and she was like, "I didn't screw nobody but the one guy that I have the baby with." And I was like, "Yeah, She's like, "I'm not a dirty person. I'm just not dirty. I don't know, and this, that, and the other." I said, "Well, did you use a condom?" And she was like, "No, because he's my kid's father," and this, that, and the other. And I was like, "Well," I said, "Well, I just don't believe it." And she was like, "Yeah, Mom, that's what they told." I said, "Okay." I said, "I don't. Let's pray about it." We prayed about it, and I went to sleep. I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed. And I had this feeling, and I said, mm, I said, the only thing I got when I prayed, we talked about it. I said, the Lord said he handled it. She said, "I did too." She said, "I did too." So she gave herself to the Lord. She got saved that evening or whatever and everything. 'Cause she had two other kids she didn't want to leave in this world by themselves. And she was crying like, "Would you take them in? Would you take care of them? Would you make sure they okay?" I'm like, "Look, I'm not trying to have nobody else's kids. I know, I'm going to make sure your children going to be okay. But I can't sit here and tell you I'm going to just raise two more kids. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?" But anyway, I said, "Is you gonna tell your real mother?" And she was like, "No." I'm like, "So who's supporting you?" She was like, "I don't want to tell nobody because people would start treating me different and funny or whatever." And I said, "I'll go with you." She said, "That would be nice." So I took off work. I told her I'll be a little late. She told me where to meet her at. I pulls up. I was still in my little uniform, and I told her we walked in. We done prayed and everything. We walked in. KU, Medication University. And if you know anything about Kansas, the doctor that is the president over the AIDS Association, her name is Donna. If you don't believe me, look it up, you guys. That was the doctor. She's over all the AIDS situations. Okay? Her name is Donna something. Starts with a S. Spirit or Spice or whatever, or Rice or something like that. Somebody look it up, come back and tell me what her name is. Just look up the president over the AIDS Association or whatever. Anyway, she was the doctor. So we go in. And I told you guys this story once before, but I'll tell you again. We go in, and they was like, oh, because she's Mexican and I'm black. So they's like, who do you have with you? She's like, she's my mother. And she's like, she's your mother? She's like, yeah, she's my mom. And they was like, oh, okay. She was like, she's my mother. Mother. She's like, okay, so she's your supporting mother. Yes. She's been supporting me since I've been 11. Which I had been supporting this young lady. Anyway, they was like, well, we're going to start you on this regimen. You have to take these. We're going to give you these prescriptions. You got to take these pills, these pills, these pills, these pills. And you might get nausea, such. And so I said, Nadia, tell them that you want to take another test. And so Nadia tells them, my mama wants me to take another test. She says, well, we done already test you 2 times, Nadia, so there's no reason for you to do this again. And Nadia says, but my mama wants me to because my mama don't believe that there's something in me. She says, well, Nadia, there is. We've done tested you. And I said, look, can we test her again? I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I'm supporting her. I don't believe it. Okay, you guys want to hear how I said it to the young lady? I'm just going to be for real with you. I don't believe it. Now, this is what you need to do, okay? This is what you need to do. Call your charge nurse and tell her that Nadia doesn't believe it. Her mother doesn't believe it. If you guys want her to be conforming into the regimen that's a life situation for her, let's take this test again. Let me see what you guys are doing because I don't believe it. And she doesn't believe it. We just don't believe it. So she calls her nurse or the doctor. Dr. Donna, whatever her name is, I just told you guys about. Like I said, if you look it up, that'll be her name. Dr. Smart's Rice or something like that. Donna such and such. I don't know. Anyway, she's like, let her take it again. So the test is called the rapid test or whatever. And so she comes in, she's like, it's no need. We're gonna let you take it again. We're gonna take the rapid test. We're not even gonna charge you for it. Blue, 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 blue. And then we're just gonna get the. And they was looking upside Nadia's head like, oh my God, like like she was nasty. I mean, serious, you guys. I'm looking at them, and they were looking at her like she was like nasty. Like they don't want you to touch them or breathe on them. These are the nurses, you guys. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I never seen nothing like it before in my life. I mean, I was kind of like that too. I didn't want her to be touching on me, hugging on me and all that. Because, I'm just like, we didn't know too much about this. Anyway, she takes the test. She goes in the back. Anything with a rapid test, it's not blood, it's your urine. She goes in the back. She pees on the little stick or whatever, just like a pregnancy test thing. And I'm just telling you guys how this works. If you don't know, now you know. And then she comes back and so she's up on top of the table, with her legs dangling. And she's like, hey, Mom, it haven't moved yet. It's been 3 minutes. How long does it take? She said, oh, it takes about 10 to 15. She says it takes 15 minutes. Okay. Then she waits, it's about 8 minutes. Oh, Mom, it haven't moved yet. I'm looked again. She gets up, popping up. She's just like a little kid. I mean, she's just really young-minded. She gets there 10 minutes. I'm sitting in the chair. She's like, Mom, it still haven't moved yet. I mean, if it shows a sign, plus sign, that means you have it. And if it doesn't, then you don't have it. She said, haven't moved yet. And I just looked. She said, Mom, come take a look. She said, and the nurse is like, what's going on? And I'm just looking at the nurse. I'm just looking at the nurse. And I just got my eyes closed. And I'm just in prayer, you guys. I'm just soaking in the goodness of how God is and the angels singing and praising the Lord. And I can just hear the nurse get on the phone, and then she's on the intercom and she's calling, Dr. Donna such and such. Get in the room 1-4 such and such B immediately. Doctor, we need all the doctors. Come in room 140 such and such B immediately. And I open my eyes. And there's like 3 or 4 doctors and nurses all in the room. And they're like, what's going on? And she says, her test shows negative. How is that be? And the doctor, Donna Rice, is that's the president over AIDS. I'm telling you guys, I'm not telling you no lie. Like I said, somebody look it up and tell me who's the president over the AIDS Association at KU. It's all over the United States, but I'm telling you that's where she works at. So you know that I ain't lying. What's going on? They said it must be a mistake. And so Nadia's like, what does this mean? And the doctor Donna says, you don't have AIDS. She said, how is this? How is this? They said, somebody made a mistake somewhere. You guys, that's how that story went. I've seen God work in mysterious ways. Some people say it was a mistake somewhere. Remember, I said that she did have a miscarriage. They said that once she had a miscarriage, the blood from the dead baby miscarriage in her body could have mixed with her urine. I don't know how. I don't know how that would be, your urine or whatever. But they said it will show a signal of a positive reading. They've said they've seen it before. It's very rare or whatever. So like I told you, her man drug her down the street by the car. And she was pregnant with a baby and she had a miscarriage. And that's how she ended up in the hospital. I told her to get rid of that nut. You know what I'm saying? She had another kid by him. She said, okay. You remember when I told you she gave her life to the Lord and everything? And she, oh, wait. The, the God healed me. Right? You know what? I can call her right now. And you know what she'll say? She'll say it was a mistake. She won't tell you that God healed her. She would tell you that they made a mistake. She'll tell you the same story I tell you. She sure will. Matter of fact, you guys, I'm going to find her number. I'm going to find her number. And I promise you guys, I'm going to find her number and we're going to call her up. And I'm going to call her up and I'm going to tell her to tell y'all this story. So remember the story. Remember this story. And I'm going to tell her to tell y'all the story. And you'll see the story will not change, not one bit. Not one bit. And then you'll ask her, what do you think it is? Do you think that they made a mistake or do you think God healed you? And she'll tell you, oh, I think they made a mistake. This girl was literally finna take medication for the rest of her freaking life. You know how jacked up that would have made her? They had already told her to go and file for disability and she could quit her job. Anyway, you guys, I just decided to tell y'all that story again because it's true. hadn't seen God. I've seen God work like that. That wasn't the first. That was maybe. Let me see. Let me think. I don't know if that was the first time or the second time or whatever. But anyway, anyway, I was just letting you guys know. Just like I mean, I don't know if you guys ever had a situation in your life where he worked and you knew it was him. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever had a situation and it couldn't be nobody but him, I'm telling you, you know. It couldn't be, oh, you know what I'm saying? I seen this car wreck where this car was totally smashed and the woman got out of the freaking mangled car and walked out. Can't freaking believe it. This car looked like a sardine can, smashed up, like a semi truck ran over it. And she got out and walked, and not one scratch on her. I kid you guys. I seen a car turn right over and over and over, flip 3, 4 times right in front of me. I pulled a woman out the car. She didn't have a scratch on her either. This is crazy stuff, you guys. So people can't tell me God doesn't exist. And he does miracles all the time, but we don't see him as miracles. We just see him as coincidence. Coincidence. It's crazy. You guys, the Bible tells us that in these times that we will be able to do more things than my daughter's calling me. I'm going to call her. We'll be able to do more than the disciples and things used to do, and our grandkids and our kids. We will have dreams, and we will be able to do these things. So if you think it was something back then, I guarantee you it shall be some. My daughter must be on this app listening. She's like, Mama done told that story again. She done called me, you guys. She probably said, Mama, go lay down. You tired. But I'm going to tell you guys something. There's 11 people in here, 15 thumbs up. And I kid you not. If you don't remember nothing about me in this life, remember the stories I'm telling you. Trust and believe. They're true. All right, you guys, I got to go. I'm going to call my daughter and go to sleep. But I want you guys to start trusting in God more. He tells you to trust in no man. Trust in what he tells you. All right. Bye.